Hello, language learners! Do you have trouble pronouncing the k and g sounds correctly? Well, not to worry. Today I'm here to show you how to nail these two sounds. Plus, we're talking about the hard G sound that often comes before vowels A, O, U, or a consonant, not the soft G, as in the word ginger. Let's go! But first, let's make sure you have all the equipment you'll need for this lesson. You're going to need your mouse, your tongue, your breath, and these two fingers. Hopefully you have all of them. Great. Let's get started. Before we get into practicing the sounds, let's warm up those mouth muscles and wake up that tongue. Just like you wouldn't skip stretching before a workout. We need to prepare our mouths. Now, let's waggle that tongue and push it around the inside of our mouths. Excellent! And open your mouth as wide as possible. Perfect! Your mouth should feel relaxed and ready to learn. Are you wondering what the difference is between k and g? These two sounds are paired together because the placement of the tongue remains the same for both sounds. The k sound is aspirated, meaning that only air passes through the mouth, while the g sound is voiced, meaning that you make a sound with your vocal cords. They are both stop consonants, with two parts to each sound: the stop of the airflow and the release. Let's break it down further. The k sound belongs to the group of consonant pairs and is called a voiceless velar stop. This means that you are using the back of your tongue to block the flow of air from the throat. The k sound is made through the mouth and is unvoiced, which means you don't use your vocal cords to make the sound. It is defined by the position of your tongue and its stop sound, which is a sound made by building up air pressure by stopping the flow of air and then releasing it. In this case, you stop the airflow between the center of your tongue and the top of your mouth. To make the sound, push your tongue forward so that the center curls up and touches the top of your mouth, blocking the airflow and at the same time create some air pressure by gently trying to exhale. The sound is made when you release the pressure by dropping the tongue. K, k, k. The phoneme k is usually spelled with the letter C or K, as in the words can, card, kid, and week. But it can also be spelled with the letters Q, U, as in require, or with the letter X, as in the word six. Here are some words that begin with the sound K: country and keep. This is a word with the K sound in the middle, school. And here are some words with the K sound at the end, think and like. Now, let's move on to the G sound. It also belongs to the group of consonant pairs and is called a voiced stop. Just like the K sound, you use the back of your tongue to block the flow of air from your throat. However, the G sound is voiced, which means you use your vocal cords to make the sound. To produce the sound, push the tongue forward, create some air pressure, and release it while voicing out. G, G, G. The G sound can be found in words like go, get, and give. But it can also be spelled with the letter X, as in exactly and example. Below is a word that begins with the sound G. Grow. These are some words with the G sound in the middle. Ago and agree. Here are some words with the G sound at the end. Drug and egg. If you're not sure where to put your tongue in your mouth, don't worry. I have a helpful exercise for you. Close your eyes as you make the sounds. This will help you feel exactly where you are blocking and releasing the airflow. Try it. Now, let's practice with your mouth and tongue. Notice how the sounds take your tongue from the front of your mouth to the back. P, t, t, k, g. Repeat after me. P, t, t, k, g. The best way to learn the differences is to practice. Let's try an exercise with your fingers in your ears, like this. Say the unvoiced sounds first, moving the front of your mouth to the back. P, t, ch, k. Great! Now, say the voiced sounds. This time, you should be able to hear the sound in your ears. P, t, ch, k. Fantastic! Now, I want you to say unvoiced. K, k, and voice g, g, g. In order to help you continue to improve, let's do some minimal practice in pairs. Repeat after me and say them aloud. Course, course. Clock, clock. Goat, coat. Could, could. Creek, creek. Language learners, great job! You've made tremendous progress in mastering the k and g sounds. Remember, practice makes perfect. So, keep practicing these sounds in different words and sentences. Over time, your pronunciation will become even more accurate and natural. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss my future pronunciation videos. Also, feel free to leave any questions or suggestions in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye for now.